Welcome back, Beans Army, to another episode of the Less is More Sports Podcast, the college offseason podcast, where you could say we're less of the regular season, but more of the offseason. Wait a minute, though. We are talking a little bit about regular season today, as we are officially in the first week of the college basketball season. So we're going to talk about what we've seen so far, maybe some overreactions, maybe some predictions about our teams. I don't know. We're going to get into it. Matt, I'm going to start with you. How do you think your Hoosiers are looking so far?
That's the question you're going to ask.
I
That's
mean,
the question.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to be obvious and be like, "Why the hell is Matt wearing a shark costume right now?"
Okay, well, I guess I can be serious for a minute while wearing a shark
I want to
costume.
pretend that like the fans might not think this is normal behavior, but we on the Less Is More Sports podcast know this is normal behavior for mid-major Matt,
This is very
monstrous
much
Matt
true.
McClellan, to Matt, whatever, however many 20 million nicknames you have.
I'm not getting into that one right now. I actually don't really think I have many nicknames, but Indiana. Is that what you want me to talk? Because
Yes,
we can talk.
Indiana, preferably,
Well,
unless you just want to talk about your shark costume.
we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm wearing it for a reason. I will say that people who know. Yeah, Indiana. It's Alabama A&M. It's hard to have any kind of strong opinion about Alabama A&M. Shout out Robert Mathis, who did go to Alabama A&M. We do love Robert Mathis on this podcast.
Cult
But
legend.
it's hard to have any takes about like a game like that. But then you think back to last year and you're sweating out a 69-66 victory over Eastern Michigan with the at that point, I'm sure it's changed like 10 times by now. With at that point who was the highest paid player in the transfer portal's history in Omar Ballo. Yeah, it's like night and day. I mean, I like what they're doing with the offense. It's definitely more fluid. There's definitely a lot of passion with the way these guys play. They're actually able to hit threes, and they were perfect from the three throw from the charity stripe. I'm just going to call it that. I can't say three throw very well, but I like charity stripe. They were fine from there, perfect. I mean, like I said, Alabama A&M. It's hard to get like a gung ho, like, oh yeah, we're definitely winning the Big Ten, because I still need to. I'm still curious to see what a team like this is going to look like in the Big Ten that kind of eschews everything the Big Ten stands for, with the I don't know how to describe it, athletic guard play and focusing less on the bigs. I'm going to be really interested to see how that actually pans out in the Big Ten game. Marquette is going to be a more fun game. That's going to be more of a, oh, they can do this, they can't do that. They can do this, they can't do that type thing. So I'm looking forward to the Marquette game. Like I said, it's just exciting to have, well, modern basketball back because after the past 4 years of Mark Woodson, Mike Woodson, and watching like the ball go inside every play to Ware, Jackson Davis, Ballo. I love those guys, but it's nice to see a team shoot 40% from three, and Lamar Wilkerson's going to be a lot of fun. Those are my big takeaways. Like I said, Alabama A&M, you gotta womp them. You gotta win by 50 points because if you don't, I mean, Archie Miller got blown out by Indiana State in his first game. Mike Woodson couldn't destroy mid-major teams to save his soul. So it's nice to watch like a program actually play up to the level you expect them to be up. But at the same time, you got to take it with it's Alabama and A&M and get ready for the Marquette game Sunday because that's going to be a better idea of what this team's actually capable of and what they're going to look like.
I was hoping for more overreactions. Not gonna lie.
When do I overreact, Les?
I don't
To
know.
anything?
You're wearing a
Hey,
shark costume. You might be feeling different today.
you're wearing a shark costume, you might be feeling different
You
today.
might be hungry for a hot take. I don't know.
We'll get there. Don't worry. I'm pragmatic about my teams. Other people I can annoy.
Fair enough. I like annoying other fan bases. It's a lot of fun. Matt's like, I never knew that though.
I never knew that. No,
No.
I am not a trash talker. I don't play on these teams. I don't make decisions. I just watch.
Matt's version of trash talk is Jesus loves you.
We've been over this. Yes, Christ be with you. As you dunk on them. That's all you got to
That
do. What's
that
the
was
rebuttal?
low key. That would be the most like disrespectful thing ever.
How do you rebut that? What do you say? Well, you're going to hell. Like, oh, so now
I mean, yeah, that's what I would
you're
say.
damning my eternal soul. Thanks. Wow,
That's what I say.
jackass.
You going to hell now? That's blasphemy.
I'm sending your ass to purgatory. No one's gonna
Exactly.
pray you out.
I feel poor Ryan. He looks like he just wants to say something so bad. So Ryan, I will get you involved now. How do you feel about your two teams, the Louisville Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes?
Starting off with Louisville, I mean, I feel kind of what he was saying. You can't really tell much after like a one of those mid-major teams and kind of destroying both teams. South Carolina State was deaf, dumb, and blind. I mean, they were awful. All right, and they came second in their like conference last year with losing this conference championship. And then Jackson State, I mean, they were fine, but we you can't tell much about those games. I feel like we're gonna live and die off the three, which is not a bad thing. We have the guys to do it with Ryan Conwell, Isaac McNeely, and Michael Brown, and other players that can shoot threes. And so we're gonna have to figure out how we can get it inside if we're not doing well from the three with our big man, and we need our big men to uh be strong with the ball and just be able to rebound and do positive things for our team. But I mean, I've felt fine. Obviously, we got the big one coming up next Tuesday against Kentucky at home, and so we'll kind of like he was saying, we'll get a really good look about what our team can be and what we're really going to look like. So I mean. With Louisville, I felt fine. We've shot the ball well, and we're playing pretty good defense so far. But as for Ohio State, I think we need
Whoa,
to.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa.
What?
We're not about to ignore something here.
What?
What do you mean, what? It's what I sent you all in the group chat yesterday about what Kashawn Pryor said about that Kentucky game. We're not just going to like let that
Oh,
slide.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, they're definitely ready for it. All right. This is no like non-trash talk game. He's ready for it. I didn't even check what that was, not gonna lie. But I know what you're
Y'all
talking
better
about.
win, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
You can't you
we
can't
better
have
win.
one of your team captains saying F the opposing team and then come out and lose. That's going to be some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Just some bad omen for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we better win. All right, it's time to win. And if you were setting over under for fights with Brandon Garrison and Case and Pryor, I mean, we might go over. All right,
I mean,
there might be a couple fights, and I freaking love it. I hope they go right at Brandon Garrison.
I'm not gonna
Um,
lie. If they fight, my odds. I'm gonna put the odds on Brandon Garrison. I don't believe Kason Pryor can fight.
just wait. Just you haven't seen it. Just wait.
I've
Just
seen his wardrobe. That's all I need to say.
uh, he'll let his fighting speak for himself. Just wait.
Okay, fair
We got
enough.
we got Zugris. We got big Zugris. What do you know?
That's not him. Okay, but that was I got. How does Zucker's
That's
gonna help
another
Kason
that's another
fight? Like,
teammate though. We're allowed to have teammates step
Oh,
in.
wait. The guy's gonna talk trash and then tag team someone else in to fight his battle
yeah, that's
for
like the
him.
most coward move ever.
When have you ever seen just a one-on-one fight in basketball? All right. Do teammates not come in and step in and
I, I mean, they
I
do,
don't
but
know.
I'm
Rudy
talking. But I was
Gobert
talking
pretty
about if it was a fight and we had to place odds, I am putting it on Brandon Garrison.
all right, we will well, I don't know if we want to see that. I think
I
we want to keep those guys in the game, but
I want to see it low key. I'm going to be watching the game, cheering for both teams to lose low key, and then just be like, and then see a fight break out and just be like, well, all right, here we go.
yeah, all right.
I
Well,
mean, that's why I watch it.
I can tell you the refs are not going to be like, "Oh, hold on, stand back, let them do their thing and just knock each other out."
No,
You
let
got to get
them
one good
fight.
shot in and then dip out.
It's gonna be like hockey. Once you're down, then you can separate. But you go ahead and fight. But no, we have to win that game. It's gonna be a huge game and a lot of crap talk going into it. But as far as Ohio State, we just don't look great defensively. We can score the ball like Bruce Thornton, even though I don't love him. He played really well last night with 38 points, and so. We might struggle on defense, and we might just pull an Ohio State every year like we do, and just not do well in the Big Ten and specifically January.
But let's be honest though, IU Indy, formerly known as IUPUI, which I thought at first you when you sent that to the text you were playing U Indy. So that's why I was sending you all that D2 stuff. It's like, well, U Indy's pretty good. And then I realized no, IUPUI changed their name. Now they're IU Indy.
Which
But
is
Oh, is
the
it
man,
IU
weirdest
Indy?
thing ever. Like I'm so used to calling him ooey pooey, and now
Yeah, I
it's
know. It was
yeah, it's
fun.
so weird now.
But IU Indy plays what they call the system, and I'll be damned if it's not the most
Oh, it was
fun.
IUND. Yeah, I didn't mean to say UND.
And it's okay. Well, either way, IU Indy plays like the most fun style of basketball I think I've seen in a while. They're like 0-3, but they score nearly 100 points a game. They are very much a crash the rim type team. So I don't know if that's as bad as like people are going to make it out to be. I think Ohio State was probably adequately placed from all the preseason polls, so we'll have to see. But I mean, IU Indy is just going to be really fun. That's all I got to say. They may not win a damn game all year, but they're going to be a really fun team to watch.
I mean, you can't be that fun if you don't win at least one game.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to watch it, Les. You got to experience it.
I don't want to
Become one
watch
with
bad
the
basketball.
system.
If you
It's not bad
can't
basketball.
win
It's
one
fun
game,
basketball.
that is not good basketball.
Is it?
No.
Is
Oh,
it?
hold on. Do y'all know? Oh, it's not to.
I worked in the Kenny Payne years. I know what bad basketball is.
That's
He's
true.
got a
You
point,
do.
Les.
Hey, what fun? Ironically enough, I might have found a coach who is worse than Kenny Payne.
Oh,
Me?
it's Julian Newman's dad?
Yes. He's coaching women's basketball now. The opposing team started on a 72-0 run. That is crazy.
Wow. That's impressive. I'm about to say the
No,
worst
you want to know the craziest part about all this, Matt?
What?
He
I've
still
read
has the
it.
job today.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
woke up and wasn't fired.
Oh my god.
They finished
Well,
with like 13 or 14 points or something like that.
It was
the worst
horrible.
beatdown. The worst beatdown I've ever seen from a women's basketball standpoint was a game I did for a holiday tournament back in high school, where one team beat another team 96-14. But even that doesn't sound as bad as that.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Because this is a college level basketball team.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's terrible.
It only makes sense his son is trash.
We came out on fire today.
Dude's like closer to my age now, and he's still talking about trying to make the league. Like, bro, go get a 9 to 5. Your career is done.
That was one of the most annoying things on the internet.
Oh my gosh. And then there was actually the debate of like who's the better parent, like LeVar Ball or Julian Newman's dad. I don't even know his first name.
I don't know.
Let's call
Yeah.
him LeVar 2.
LeVar too. No, we'll call him negative. We'll call him negative LeVar.
It's Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie Newman.
Jamie Newman,
Worst
the worst coach in college basketball, men
Ever.
or women's.
ever.
Terrible.
I don't even know
Matt
what's
needs
going
a
on.
second to like regroup real quick.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm in a shark costume. Jamie
Did we even
Newman,
say what the
Jamie
final
LeVar.
score was?
No, does it matter? They lost it from the opening run. It doesn't matter.
And
I'd say it's hard to overcome like a, what did you say, Les? 57-0 run?
No. 72-0.
72-0 run. That's very hard to come back from. I think so, yeah.
how do you say this college's name? It was 103-13.
Oh my
Bruh.
gosh. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's a 90-point loss. That's worse than bad.
That's like a quad 6 loss.
I mean, on the positive end, once you got past the opening run, I mean, you only allowed, let's say I'm not good at math here, but 33 points. You only allowed 33 points past the opening run, so there you go. That's one
So you
positive
won
to
the
look at.
second half then, probably. That's the good news.
Second half team.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's gonna be a trend here on this podcast.
What do you mean you can't pronounce the name of the college though, Brian? I'm curious now.
What?
What school is this?
Let me try to. I don't want to say it wrong. Can you read this?
Oh,
Is it backwards?
it's
Bethesda?
probably Bethesda,
Bethesda, something like that.
Bethesda, something like that.
Bethesda.
Yeah,
I think Bethesda is correct, actually.
Bethesda probably. Yeah, Bethesda.
Yeah.
You couldn't
It's a
try and
biblical-
pronounce that.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
I understand. It's a biblical thing. I think that's one of the places Jesus visits in his ministry.
That's true. Ryan might be,
I think they only have 6 players because
That doesn't help that still does not help their case at all.
no. I'm not. That's worse. Like I watched a clip from the game where they scored their first point. They had nobody on the bench besides probably one player,
That's
and
sad.
I've been
standing,
there.
standing in front of like an empty long bench.
It's symbolic. Well, I've been
Bro,
there though.
with Jamie Newman, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to get Julian to play for that team.
I know. I'm surprised. He,
Or at
he
least Jaden.
he's eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get both of his kids. At least Jaden fits kind of the criteria
Yeah. I guess.
when she's not getting rejected by LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll
Okay, now we are getting into too much TMZ
I'll
territory
run
here.
it.
Grade. But no, I've experienced a short bench before. Like one of my sophomore year of high school, we only had 5 girls on our team. No, we had 6. One got hurt one game. One of our starters was our Chinese exchange student who had never played basketball before. And for the first game, they had her come off the bench, right? So I'm sitting at the bench next to the bookkeeper keeping the score. And Sunny, her name was Sunny, comes up to check into the game. And she doesn't know how to do that. So she goes up to the bench. We're all sitting there, and she goes, "Hello, my name is Sunny. I play the forward position. May I enter the game now?" And the referee is screaming at her like, "Get in here! Get it!" She's just telling us like everything. It was one of the funniest moments I've ever experienced because we were working with 2 officials. One was a very jovial, happy guy who's just laughing his ass off at this like weird situation, and the other one was like a real sticker who's like, "I'm going to tee everyone in this gym up if she doesn't come in the game." And we're just over there laughing, man. It was great. We lost that game 75-2, but it was great.
Major L to that ref. Shout out to Sonny for being a
Yeah.
sweet
We
individual.
need
She
more.
played the entire year, and eventually, I'll never forget. It was homecoming when she scored her first basket, and the game just like stopped because I thought everyone was going to storm the court.
I would have stormed the court.
It's gonna be
It
like
was a beautiful
LeBron
moment.
it was gonna be when LeBron hit the scoring record. That's how it should
It
have
was
been.
really going to be like that because she was on a fast break, and the ball is a perfect. It was our best player with like a perfectly placed pass right to her breadbasket, and she just goes up in one motion and makes it, and everyone just goes ah! It was deafening. Even the other team was cheering because they knew what was going on. It was just a great moment. It was a great moment. It was on homecoming, so the gym was full. But yeah, short benches can be a lot of fun if you do them correctly, and apparently aren't like a nepo parent. So that's my 2 cents.
He was a nepo parent.
Yeah.
I mean, Julian's trash.
Yeah.
I'm taking less over Julian.
Well, I'd hope. I could just walk him down.
Yeah.
Are we putting together a fight card here?
That he has a better chance of beating me in basketball than a fight.
Ooh, we're getting saucy over here.
I mean, it's
All
not
right.
crazy to say at all.
No.
Oh my god.
Dude,
All right, so
I'm 6'2", 220. I think I'm good.
He's like 5'4", 3
Oh my
pounds.
gosh.
5'4",
3 pounds. That's impressive.
5'4", 150 probably.
Okay, we have gotten way too off topic talking about Julian Newman, but hey, it makes for a great conversation starter. Nobody asked me about how my Blue Devils are doing, so now I'm
Oh,
kinda
hey,
sad.
Les. How are your Blue Devils doing?
You know what? We are the best
Any
second half
Texas
team in the
Longhorns?
country. If we could play both halves the way we play in the second half, we would be the best team in America. That is Duke's one weakness right now is that they are a very poor first half team.
That's what happens when you're young, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
know Booth. That it's just going to take some time because I mean, like I said, when you're 3 games into the season, I mean, Duke did play Texas. I mean, they
Yeah.
didn't start with like anything that was too easy. Texas is going to be one of those great bubble teams. I mean, we know what Miller's doing down there, so that probably doesn't help your case when you're playing a team in Texas that's loaded with a lot of veteran guys and a really good coach. And I mean, you're just a young team, so I mean, it makes sense they get better as the game goes on. You're a little younger, a little fresher, so goes on. Boozer's going to get more looks and opportunities because the other team's just going to get tired of defending him.
I think who's really going to improve as the season goes on is Dame Sar. I mean, I look at what he brings already, and he really uses his length on his perimeter defense to his advantage. He plays the passing lanes well, gets out in transition, runs the floor well. when he actually gets a feel for a college level offense, like he's going to be scary. He's a very talented player. And I think for Duke to make a deep run in the tournament, we got to find that third scoring option. Of course, we got Isaiah Evans, the little three celebration that Matt loves so much. Of course, Cam Boozer, his name speaks for himself. But we need to find that third score. And I think as the season goes on, Dame is going to become that. I'm a little disappointed early on with Darren Harris. I expected him to have a much bigger impact, but it's still very early in the season. He has plenty of time to do that. So, but no, Texas actually impresses me. I'm going to be honest. They play really hard. They actually crash the glass well. Dylan Swain, I think, can be a really good player for this Texas team. And, I think they have a lot of nice pieces. So I think Sean Miller in Texas could surprise a lot of people in the SEC.
I've been hearing a lot of hate about Caleb Foster going back to.
He played well in the second half against Texas, but that's not anything new. Caleb Foster, he's kind of had to say he's had an up and down Duke career is the biggest understatement in the world. He has, he was a 5-star recruit, played at Oak Hill Academy, what looked like a very good player then. And then, he had a decent freshman season, but then, of course, the foot injury, and it comes in. And then the following season, he still doesn't look right coming off the foot injury. But, of course, Duke has an absolutely loaded roster. He loses his, starting position to Sion James, who runs the point. And, he's kind of had so much up and down going for him. It's hard to, maintain a level of confidence. But he did look good in the second half of that Texas game. So hopefully that is a sign that things will come. But if he needs to play more consistent, or he's going to find himself in the very same situation as last year, and Caden Boozer is going to run the point for the rest of the year, which is what the fans want right now.
Well, I think that's probably what the fans are going to want anyway.
No, and Caden Boozer, I have a lot to say about that. Caden Boozer is going to be one of those players. He's actually starting his Duke career exactly how I thought he was. He's going to start slow, but as the season goes on, he's also going to get better. And then the more Duke plays in tight games, that's where he's going to be more valuable, because Caden has a clutch gene that is unlike any recruit I've seen in recent years.
It's weird that these are like Carlos Boozer's kids, who I don't remember too much about Carlos Boozer, but I remember him as being more of an enforcer type than like the elite scorer type. And I mean that in a good way. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. And I think Cameron's got a little bit of that in him. Yeah, Cameron's a very physical player, yeah.
It's just weird thinking about a point guard Boozer. That's all.
Oh, I agree.
I want to touch on wow, hold on. I want to
Whoa, hey, yo, buddy.
Shut the mouth.
I want to kind of talk about the freshmen that have entered. And we saw a little bit more yesterday.
Right there. That is my job, sir, as the self-proclaimed recruiting expert. You are not going to steal my thunder on my own show, Ryan.
These aren't recruits anymore. This is freshmen, all right?
That's how they got to college basketball, as recruits.
But not anymore, all right? These are freshmen.
You don't stop being a recruit, Ryan. Even when you're a senior, you're still a recruit.
You're a college recruit, though.
Yes. Goofy.
Different, not a high school recruit. All right, just a recruiting expert.
That's it. We're just going to end up talking about Hawaii Pacific now, because you two can't be trusted.
We never could be trusted.
That's true.
I'll say my part. You say yours about these freshmen. All right, these freshmen are insane. One of the best freshman classes we've seen, and you know who else happens to be in that freshman class? Me. And so
except you can't hoop.
I can, just not at a high level. But you obviously got the big three, but there might be guys that are pushing to be in that to make it like a big four. I mean, Caleb Wilson is definitely pushing to be in that, like along with, AJ DeBansa, Darren Peterson, and Cam Boozer. And, like Darren Peterson, Caleb Wilson played last night. They both played really well.
Wait, back the truck up here, Ryan. I know we got some recency bias going, but are we not going to talk about Koa Pete basically single-handedly?
I don't know how I forgot about him. Yeah, he's pushing to be in there too. I mean, he's played insane, and it's making Arizona look like a really good team. He had 30 points against Florida, and then I think he had 18 this past game. But yeah, sorry, thanks for bringing him up. I forgot to add him.
Well, I was going to if you didn't, so.
Well, good. Well, good. Um, AJ DeBanza had a good first game. Cam Boozer, Cam Boozer almost had a triple double. If he would have missed one more shot, he would have had it.
What?
I think he's trashing you, Wes. I think he's talking trash.
Oh, I'm sorry. That took me a second to get that.
God bless.
I had a blonde moment. I was blonde as a kid. That's my excuse.
Do you need me to repeat it?
No, I got it now.
No. And then Michael Brown has played pretty solid so far. So I mean, these freshmen are insane. One of the best freshman classes we've ever seen, and highlighted by the big three. But it might turn into a starting five.
I'm going to be completely honest. I was always one to say that the 2025 class was one of the best classes we've seen in a long time. And I always thought that the 2020, oh, wow, this is the 2025 class. Sorry, the 2024 class is one of the ones I always thought was going to be one of the best classes of all time. And they still were a very good class. I thought the difference between 2025 and 2024 was that 2024, had, a couple of players at the top, but they were just insanely deep. Whereas 2025, I felt like was more top heavy and then full of guys that I thought could be good in some time. But what's really surprised me is just how college ready a lot of these guys are. And this could really shape up to be maybe the best class we've had in the last decade. Because I mean, the big talk coming in the season was the big three, the tight race for that potential number one pick between AJ, Darren, and Cam Boozer. But then, of course, Koa Pete, a guy that I've been very high on for a long time. Matt, I will not tolerate that slander in that group chat we were talking about, trying to pretend like I have not been high on Koa Pete. But I'll be honest, one of my biggest surprises this year is how good Caleb Wilson looks already. When I watched Caleb Wilson in high school, I thought he was going to come in his freshman year at North Carolina and be like a Drake Powell type player. Not a bad player, very key piece on a good team, but he comes in and he's scoring around 20 a game. That's not something I was expecting to see. Now, granted, a lot of that is how well he moves off the ball, getting open for lobs and dunks, but his face-up game is much improved from what I saw in high school. His ability to take his defender off the dribble is much improved, and he's a talented player. And absolutely, he's putting himself in that conversation for maybe a 4 or 5 headed race for the number one overall pick. I don't think that's crazy to say.
It really makes the Pacers being like 1-7 feel a lot less painful. I will say that.
And the thing, Hallie's going to be coming back next year. So if the Pacers get the number one pick, they're going to get one of the top players in this class and Halliburton coming back next year.
Even if they get like one of the top 5 picks, Koa Pete and Tyrese Halliburton, I'm taking that. Derek Peterson, Tyrese Halliburton.
I'd be honest, with this Pacers team, I would expect them to go Caleb Wilson and Tyrese Halliburton.
I could see that too. Either way, I'm going to be a happy, happy man. But
you're already a happy, happy man.
I know. For every happy, happy experience, there are some negative ones,
I'm disappointed that you didn't react better and you didn't pick it up.
To what?
Oh my gosh. So
Ryan,
would you say that you're upset?
No, not upset. Just disappointed.
Okay. Well, you know who else is disappointed, Ryan? Fans of the Boise State Broncos, because that's why I'm wearing this shark costume, man. We got Division II, Hawaii Pacific, the university whose headquarters is in a strip mall, coming into Boise, beating a very seemingly solid Boise State Broncos squad that brought in a lot of D1 transfers, could have made some noise in the Mountain West, and comes in and beats them on their home court. Go Sharks. That's why I'm wearing the shark thing. I told you I
Go Sharks.
So Hawaii Pacific comes into Boise, beats them 79-78, and now Boise State, unless you win the tournament, you're probably not going to the tournament, Unless you win the conference tournament, you're not going.
I'm about to say, unless you win the tournament, you're not going. They have to win the Natty to go to the tournament. That is insane.
They got to win the conference, but yeah, it's going to be a long, hard road for Boise State. I mean, you can't take another bad loss. This loss is so unique that there's no real quadrant for it on the metric sheets. That's not good. That's not good, guys. That's not good. But they're not alone. There were a couple other Northwoods University, kind of in the Mitten area of Michigan, comes in and beats one of the, I think it was Western Michigan, and then you got just yesterday afternoon Wilmington beating Delaware at home. So there were three Division II over Division I upsets, and also Loyola Chicago losing at home to Mercyhurst from one of my favorite cities in the United States, Erie, Pennsylvania. No, I'm not joking. I love Erie, Pennsylvania. I have to prove it. See? Oop. Now, I've never been to Mercyhurst campus, but I do love me some Erie Seawolves. And when they're the Erie Pinatas, it's a lot more fun. So, shout out Mercyhurst, shout out Erie, shout out Hawaii Pacific, go Sharks, and shout out to University of Evansville for letting all those kids scream 6-7 at a basketball game yesterday.
Oh Lord, no.
Oh, you got to
That's
see
an
that clip.
epidemic.
It is so funny. The Evansville guys score. The Evansville players score on like a and one 3-pointer, and they hit 6-7, and the kids are just going in the stands. It's so funny. Even the players are doing it. They know Les.
The only
Get with the
6'7" I know. The only 6'7" I know is 6 foot 7 foot by Lil Wayne.
And that's because you're old, Les.
You're right.
Old man Leslie.
That's right. I even got an old man name.
But yeah, those are the big upsets. You know, it's always nice to see a couple Division II over Division Is. Always nice to see a couple mid majors get some wins. But you know, it's been really interesting to me, like how close we've been to a couple games, but with reason. I mean, Oregon had some struggles last night, but it
Purdue.
was because it was
I would say Purdue and UCLA only squeaked by Oakland and Pepperdine.
Yeah, Oakland's a good team. They were the second in the Horizon League, the second in the poll for the preseason Horizon League, and they're playing without Trey Kaufman-Renn. So
Yeah,
I'm still worried about Purdue's perimeter defense, to be honest.
I would be too. I did see that. I'm really happy to see Jack Benter getting playing time, but I didn't think it would be this much this early. Kid's a sniper, but defense needs to improve on the perimeter. Yeah. The UCLA thing was surprising to me, but you know that's kind of what happens when you just bring in a bunch of guys and you're trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to gel as a team. It doesn't. You can play all the exhibition games you want. When a team comes in and they want to knock you on your ass, it's tough. It's a struggle.
All right, Ryan, since you tried to steal my thunder about the top recruits and from steal my thunder as the self-proclaimed recruiting expert on this show,
Ooh.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, sir.
Go
He's
ahead.
not even looking. He's not even looking at you. He knows
Yeah, he
what's
don't need to
coming.
look. He don't even need to look.
I want to say something real quick. Matt,
yeah.
No.
Matt brought up about UCLA. This same thing happened last year where Mick Cronin basically said his team was absolutely garbage and they ended up being good. So I mean, I'd like to say that may happen again. You know, he was saying like, "Oh, what did he say? He said something crazy after the game and the post game, but he was just saying how like bad this team was, but he ended up being fine like last year. But go ahead, Leslie.
Name the top 5 freshmen in college basketball
Already did.
in order. No, you didn't.
Darren Peterson, number two. I don't know.
He's starting in the middle. Like that's wild.
Oh, oh, are you saying like a starting lineup or
Yeah,
what?
no, start no 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
You
said
have the number-
you said name the top five. That's
Yeah,
not
in order.
traditional order.
In order. Like go. You can start at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care.
Okay, so
You started at 2. It was wild.
this is not putting him at position, right?
No,
Like,
not putting a position. Just who is the best? Who are the 5
I
best?
was saying Darren Peterson was the best.
Okay, there you go.
Number one. Number two, I will go so far with Pete. Actually,
Not mad at it.
did I replace them?
Nope, stand on business.
Okay.
You said it.
Number three, I will go. I don't know. I don't know about Asia Devanza and BYU. But number three, I'll go Caleb Wilson so far, and this is just so far. This is not as recruits. And then I'm obviously putting Cam Boozer at the 5, and then 4 is AJ Devanza. But that can interchange. Don't worry. Don't get your panties in a wad, Mr. Duke Blue Devil.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Go ahead. This is what I've seen so far. And then Michael Brown at the
See,
six.
this is why I am the recruiting expert because this is what I've seen for 4 years. But I do like one thing though. I do like one thing about your list. Who you didn't put on there. Any guesses?
Nate Ament.
Yep.
Ooh, what a guess.
What a guess. No, Nate Ament has all the talent in the world, but there are so many holes in his game right now that he still needs to work on. And literally the exhibition against Duke is what you're going to see basically the entire freshman Nate Ament season wrapped up into one game. You're going to see the talent, you're going to see the potential, but it's going to be a lot of forced shots, it's going to be a lot of struggled with physicality, it's going to be a lot of growing pains. Yeah, he's not as ready as the other guys that Ryan named.
Accurate.
And you know what's funny about that is like being ready. I mean, AJ Debance is supposed to be a senior in high school this year since he reclassified. So I mean, that's
No,
crazy.
no, okay, no. That's not entirely true. AJ
I
Debance,
looked it up. Google told me that.
okay, he was held back in 8th grade, so technically he is in the right class.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Google
but
didn't tell you that.
either way, he's ready. So
No, he
that's
is ready. Absolutely, he
crazy
is a very
how
talented
ready
player.
they are. It's crazy how ready they are, though.
No, like when you think of like a legitimate reclass, I mean that's like Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag legit should be a freshman in college right now.
Yeah, that would have been even crazier.
No, that's what I was going to say about this class is that it could, as good as it is, I mean, technically Cooper Flag should still be in this class.
Yeah.
That would just be
And
scary.
then he would have gone to UConn, and then yeah, I mean,
That was never going to happen. Troll.
Speaking of, did you see UConn did like just destroy
UMass Lowell, yeah.
Oh my god. I could not believe that was a real score last
I
night.
can't believe Alex Caravan still has eligibility.
I know.
I know. He's going to be there when like we're 50 and it's going to be great. He's the new Perry Ellis.
He really
He's
is.
a better player
Apparently,
than
there
Perry.
is the Perry Ellis Award for like
Same
the
with
unk of college basketball.
same with Chad Baker Mazzara and Devin Askew.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Devin
Real quick before we run out of time, as always, like and subscribe to the Less is More Sports YouTube and Spotify channel to get the latest updates we have of content coming out. Be sure to follow the social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Threads. That's at Less is More Sports. Also, be sure to follow the side quests on TikTok. That's at BeansDad018. Okay, now continue.
Speaking of Twitter, man, you know who's got a really good Twitter? Richard Pitino. He's
He
killing
does.
it. That is one of
Killing
the
the
funniest things I've seen. Where he called someone a narc for saying which bar he went to after the game, and I'm
What a
like, yeah,
narc.
the age of Rick is over. The age of Richard has begun. Who needs
The
St.
future
John's?
is now, old man.
Who needs St. John's when you have the power of LOL and beer and friendship? That's right. That's right.
Now it sounds like a Fast and the Furious movie.
By the
That's
way,
exactly.
my joke about Cam Boozer was straight